Hey Chelsea, this is Donnie. Let me do a quick, this is going to be a real short part 3 to this blog post tutorial. I went ahead and after I've completed everything, I want to show you a couple things. Number one, on the photos that you have here, one of the challenges that we run into sometimes with photos is the orientation of the photo. Is it portrait, landscape? A lot of your photos, because they have people in them, tend to be portrait, which great, but they also take up space that it's hard to wrap around. And in addition, is that you have some photos, but just a small amount of text. So what happens is you get this. You have, I'm going to preview this. I'm going to show you, and you may be fine with it, but just keep this in mind. Maybe as you're writing and taking photos in the future, if you can, we wrap the text around this. I think that looks good. When we got down here, because we have the picture of the child with the coin bag. The next photo I was gonna have that photo here on the right and this photo on the left, just to kind of balance it out a little bit. Problem is what we run into is this just small amount of text, which is all you've got. Uh, there wasn't enough text, so the two pictures were getting jumbled together. Same thing with here. So what I did, and I think this kind of matches a little bit more of what you had on the document here, is what we're going to do is keep it just centered. Keep these pictures centered and have the text underneath it. But in the future, if there are things you think, I really like this, I don't want everything to look so boxy of all the pictures right in the center all the time. You may have to have a lot of text that wrap around a picture, or have a picture that's more of a landscape format. So I know that some of these pictures were probably given to you, and so just keep in mind, if you're taking pictures, take some portrait, some landscape, so that they fit on the blog a little bit. The other thing I want to show you real quick is, because this is a post, I mentioned this is a post that's got some length to it, uh, which works great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. So you may say, what I'd really like for this to do is, to, when people come to the blog, rather than seeing this really long post, I want to see just the first part of it, and then they can click to read more. And that might be the way to go with these long posts. So you could say right here, and the other thing you can come back and do is, now that you see it, I've copied and pasted the information from Word using the same paragraph formatting that you had. You may decide, hey, now that I see it on the blog post, I can combine these two paragraphs, and all you have to do is just delete the spacing, and just come back to here, and delete here and push it up to here, and you understand what I'm talking about on that. I think you just delete some, combine these so that it doesn't push it down so far. But let's say you wanted to stop right here and say, HisChase has been incredibly blessed by kids helping needs across the world, and then click here to read more. The way you go about doing that is, and this is just a preview, let's go right here. That's where that is. I'm going to put my cursor here, and right here on this formatting bar, this option right here, doesn't look like it's just got two white boxes on top of each other. That is the insert more tag. If I insert that there, it inserts this little thing that says more over here, and it's a long line. If I save this and I go to preview it over here, by the way, there's a preview option here, but that opens up, I believe, in the same window. I always like to open the preview up in the new window. Let's see what that looks like. Now you have this. Oh, let's see, I did something wrong. So I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it doesn't show it in the preview. That may not show it in the preview. Yeah, it's there. So anyway, that's the option that you have there, is to have that more, so that when people go to that, they can actually see that. They won't see the entire listing right there on the blog, and it pushes everything down. You want to keep it as concise as you can, and then they can always click to read more, and it opens up in the whole blog and goes from there. So I wanted to show you that. If that didn't make sense, or you have confusion about that, let me know. Thanks.